Thanks for staying with the NTA. People of Hadija Emirate in Jigawa State continue to live in fear as flood destroys thousands of hectares of farmlands in residential areas. Mansour Ali Hassan reports that the flood may not be unconnected with the overflow of River Hadija following the release of water from bigger dams in neighboring states.
No fewer than 25 people have been confirmed killed, thousands rendered homeless, while many others are taking refuge in various public and private places. Due to incessant flooding since the rain started this year in Hadija local government area of Jigawa State. This nature's gift of rains is now a disaster to the Hadija community and its environs, as it destroys structure, kills many lives and washed away thousands of hectares of farmlands. Rescue efforts have since commenced by various youth in the affected areas, with a view to rescuing other communities from being ravaged by the flood. Public institutions such as schools were also not spared. Jigawa State Governor Muhammad Badaru Abubakar has since embarked on a sympathy visit to the affected communities, where he assured them of quick intervention. He further announced that while he awaits the report of the Flood Assessment Committee to submit its findings, federal government has since commenced the construction of embankments around the valley to prevent further incidents. And also ecological support funding awaits the state, all in efforts to mitigate occurrence. While the state government has since commenced arrangements to relocate the affected communities. In Duse, Mansour Ali Hassan, NTA News.
And the federal government is accelerating actions towards the immediate takeoff of the Hydroelectric Power Areas Development Commission to address challenges of the riverine communities along River Niger and its offshores. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, disclosed this while on a sympathy visit to victims of flood disaster in Kebbi State. Nuratanko Wakili reports.
Traditional institutions are said to be closer to the people and therefore feel directly the impact of whatever affects them. It was in recognition of this that the Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami identified with these institutions in sympathizing with the people of Kebbi State who suffered losses from the flood that ravaged parts of the state.
The disaster in magnitude is indeed overwhelming, and the federal government is doing what it takes. And on our own side of the support, myself and indeed the Kadi Malami Foundation and the Kadimia for Justice and Development Initiative, which are foundations with which I am associated with, have indeed considered the possibility and the need to provide the desired support, and we have mobilized to see what support we can give, both in cash and in kind.
The minister said in addition to relief assistance and reclaiming of damaged infrastructure, the federal government will adopt an institutional framework to forestall recurrence of flood and its impacts on the affected communities. Part of this, the minister said, is the resolve of President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure immediate takeoff of Hyperdeck.
It is intended to be a commission to be put in place for the purpose of providing the necessary support in terms of research and associated developments to ensure at the end of the day that we do not experience these further unfortunate incidents in the future.
The minister, who visited 12 out of the 18 local government areas affected in the state, also assured of the federal government's commitment in tackling security challenges in the country. Emirs of Gondo and Argungu, as well as other traditional leaders, thanked the minister for the visit and commended him for identifying with his people and supporting them to cushion the effect of the disaster. Nuratanko Wakili, NT.
Corruption costs you, but what does corruption cost us all? Watch Bad Guys on NTA Network, 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m.
That was how it all started.